Alright, it seemed like they would never get here after watching the first season, but the Voltron Legendary Defender toys are here from the Netflix show, or based on the Netflix cartoon, which has been really good. I'm looking forward to the second season, which is coming, I think, January 20th, coming out. These were, I think, originally due out in January. Toys R Us started stocking them. I don't know if these Limbots, the legendary Limbots, are supposed to be street dated. The Black Lion, when I went to check out, I had Black Lion and all four of the limbs, and they let me buy the limbs, red, blue, yellow, and green. But Black Lion, they said they couldn't sell until the first. Now I've managed to secure one, thanks to a buddy, but whatever. We'll show them off over the course of this week. This will be Voltron week here on the channel. But so here's Red Lion, the red legendary lion, and you can see he's Red Lion, Keith's lion here, and the mouth is spring loaded to hold the sword, which is the only accessory for this one so far. I don't know if we'll get the shield. Bolt Matrix got the Black Lion luckily the other day. If he lives up in Baltimore, if we were both only drive a couple hours each way, we could actually form Voltron. But he said the wings don't come off and form a shield like they did in the cartoon, which is a little disappointing, but not entirely unexpected. Now the lion itself, it does have, you can hear its head ratcheting side to side like this. You got the spring jaw, every joint, even down here at the ankle, ratchets very, very securely, which is nice. Even on the back legs, every joint ratchets. Actually, the rear paws don't seem to. I mean, there is a ratchet there, but you're not hearing it click. It's not as strong as the front one, but there is a little detent that is catching the foot at various points. And the soft rubber tail here, side to side here, as well as a rotational joint, mostly for the combined mode, obviously. So Red Lion, there he is in his base form. He does come with a missile launcher, which fires his flame beam, and Green Lion, they all come with a launcher of some point, but red, green, and blue all come with a missile launching thing. And you can see that it launches fairly decently, and they all have a different tip. Green has a vine launcher, and Blue Lion has an ice launcher, and I guess the ice one kind of looks like it could actually be an ice launcher because they're all this clear blue plastic. This doesn't really look like a flame to me. Maybe the molding does, but it's supposed to be his flame launcher. And again, it's this blue button up here that launches the missile with a pretty decent amount of force. And that can peg in right here onto the top of the lion, just like that. It doesn't really do a whole lot. You can rotate it, but outside from that, it just fires the missile. He also comes with part of the blazing sword. I am not sure why they split this into two pieces. The other bit, the back of it, the spine of it, comes with Green Lion. And I don't know why they chose to break that up. But yeah, so you get part of the sword here with Red Lion. You also get a little paper instruction manual. Each one is unique, but they all come with the same product manual here, and I'm gonna open this in this first one. I won't be doing this on every single video because it's the exact same catalog that comes with all of them. But you can see all the toys, and I saw all of these at Toys R Us today. They have the role play sword, which can be short or extends. They had the Black Lion and Red Lion mask and sword sets. Here's the legendary Voltron, which we'll see at the end of the week with the various guys. We'll see all these in the next few days. Like I said, the Black Lion, everything, these four, all available to buy. These things still out on the shelf available to buy. Black Lion can't be sold until January. They didn't have this one, this big 14-inch non-combining, just posable action figure. Looks cool. I think it's due out on the 21st, according to their website, because it went up for pre-order on the Toys R Us website. This one was not physically present there. But then this whole line of basic action figures, which do not combine. You can get the 5 lions, but they don't hook together in any way. They're about half the size of this. They're about yay big. And the paint on them, I almost got this one with the sword and shield, but the paint on them is just like, one, the sword stays up like that. It squeezes legs and his sword goes up and down. They all have some sort of action feature, which is also a little disappointing. Like Black Lion, you squeeze his wings and his front paws kind of scratch at you. I didn't check out the Robies, but they had this whole wave. So all of these are out with the exception of maybe this guy. And of course, the Black Lion might very well be sitting on the shelf at your Toys R Us, but not available for purchase. But those are I saw this whole wave at Toys R Us today, with the exception of that 14-inch one. Anyway, so that's the catalog. We will not be repeating that in subsequent videos, so come back here if you want to check that out again. So anyway, he does turn into the right arm of Voltron. And it's really pretty easy to do. You just, for the back legs, you just kind of collapse the legs up into there and bring them down. The tails actually, like I said, they're soft rubber, but they do push into the body. We have to twist them a little bit to get them all the way in, because there's a little nub here you can see that allows the tail to kind of plug in short like that. And then up here, like, the necks don't collapse because this part opens up and the legs fold in. Before we do that, I forgot to show this off. Each of these legendary versions does come with, where's his little sled? He should have a little dude in here. Oh, there he is. He fell out. So yeah, there's Keith on his little sled. This is the, and this is, like I gotta say, this is the only thing that I realize from the pictures is not painted as well as the prototype pictures. A lot of times with Playmates who are making these toys, like especially with the Ninja Turtle line, you'll find that they'll show them off and they look really cool, and then when they actually come out, they're missing all sorts of paint apps. It's especially noticed on the Ninja Turtles line. And you can see here, if you look at the catalog, these little flyer speeders look fully painted with a fully painted pilot and all that stuff. And all they've really done here is painted the main color of the lion and the windscreen. The pilot area is entirely black plastic. A minor call, you know, for such a tiny little thing. I mean, these you can see, like, here's my pinky. It's about the size of my pinky tip. It's not a very big. Do I have a dime? I don't have a dime here. Like, here's a Lego person. Here's Pimp Daddy Space Lego. They're quite small, so I'm not super upset with them for not painting this as intricately as they could have on their prototypes. But the little sleds come in here. There's a little slot for the nose, and they park up inside the lion, so you can have them fly in. And they can stay in the lion throughout all the transformations. But yeah, so you lift this up, the feet come in, you push them in like that, and then you fold them back into here like this. Originally I thought, just looking at the pictures, I thought these would rotate in, but it's that you actually just push them up and slide them in. They slide in and out on that joint. Then fold these up down into here, and then reclose this for arm mode, and then flip out this connector. So when I posted some pictures of these earlier, people were saying these connectors didn't look like they were going to be super sturdy, and they actually are. There we go. Make sure that folds all the way in like that. The plastic here actually is pretty thick. Like they're thick this way, and even here, like there is that hollow area in there to allow this to have a little bit of give for these pieces to catch and then come out. But I'm really not concerned about that breaking. Maybe it will. We'll find out when we connect them all and try pushing them in and out several times. But that really doesn't feel like it's going to break to me without some seriously excessive force on that connector. So there he is, completely in arm mode. And just while we won't see it until we connect everything together, it's going to have, put that back in. So you can see it's going to have shoulder joint articulation in and out this way. It'll rotate here at the joint at Black Lion. Elbow joint front to back, and then you can move this out of the way if you want to get a little more range of motion out of it. You can get that all the way out of the way. Get a few extra clicks of an elbow bend. That rotational joint will give him bicep swivel, and then he will have wrist swivel, and of course the opening mouth. So there'll actually be a pretty decent amount of articulation just here in the limbs. How much of, like, I don't know how much articulation Black Lion himself is going to have, but at least in the arms, he's going to have a pretty decent range of motion just based off of this figure itself. But yeah, so there he is as the right arm of Voltron. We'll bring him back when we have the sword completed to show you how the sword gets held. But there is the legendary Red Lion from Voltron Legendary Defender.